Hi guys. Let's see here. I always have a problem setting this. Which side is it supposed to go to? Use my phone because the recording quality is so much better. But let's see. I'm supposed to flip it this way. No. Pardon me while I readjust. This is in like the doorway, so every day I have to reset it. And it's my phone, so you know. There we go. I can get most of everything in there. I can scoot all that back. All right, let me starting all the videos. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's see. Get this rolling. All right. Think we got everything going. All right. So the flies are about to drive me bonkers already. Just started this summer thing. Good morning, guys. Let me brush the dog hair off my mat. Welcome to doing yoga at home. Which really, honestly, if you've ever been to my studio, it's not much different than my studio. My dog comes to the studio with me. Good morning. So, hope everybody is maintaining some safety and some sanity. I would like to first address like what the studio plans on doing. I might have to actually go and snag a fly swatter too. Don't you just kill something during a mindfulness practice. Anyway, so what the studio plans on doing. You know, we haven't gotten any funding or anything like that. So at this time, I'm not really sure financially is where the studio brick and mortar business is going itself. However, I do know that the call to reopen gyms and stuff this Friday. Personally, I am listening to medical professionals who recommend, especially in my area, that at least April 30th and still maintaining social distance. And so if you think about a yoga studio itself, most yoga studios are anywhere, like the rental size is anywhere between, you know, maybe 800 to, I mean, my largest studio was 2,000 square feet, and that was really a big studio. My present studios were closer to 1,000. And that includes supplies, bathroom, you know, desk, things like that, register desk, print desk. And so really that limits our physical space much, much smaller. Also, mats are 2 by 6, and if you have to keep 6 foot distance in between that on all sides before the next mat comes in, the math works to most yoga studios only being able to have anywhere from 3 to max 8 or 9 for larger studios having people in the studio if we are going to maintain social distancing. Which, and then we also have to think about our instructors trying to have babysitters come into their houses. You know, there's a lot of levels of thought that as a yoga instructor following the yamas and the niyamas, one of the first restraints that we have, one of the first things that we don't do is cause harm. And I can't in any good fashion cause harm to my clientele or my instructors by holding classes that will be more than the 6-foot space while that is in recommendation, right? Frankly, we ain't doing yoga with masks on. Right. So that financially doesn't make sense for a brick and mortar studio. So we will continue to do online classes. I will continue to do lectures. However, I would like to look for parks and open spaces, you know, students that have great big yards. Students that have great big yards, all that good stuff. I'm sorry, somebody's calling in the middle of my Zoom. Anyway, students that have great big yards, maybe for practice. The caveat with going to parks is that they charge you a $30 permit fee for every class, so that's not sustainable either. So I want feedback from you guys, not on the state of how things are. We all know how things are right now. What I would like to see, like if you were doing a yoga studio and a business plan, like what do you see yourself doing in your own yoga practice? How do you see yourself moving forward, going into gyms and public areas? I just have to take I am morally, karmatically responsible for everybody that comes into my space because I am supposed to be holding space, right? And so that's just the first little thing. Now I want to discuss the ability to continue the ripples of forward motion. And so I would like you guys to, you know, yesterday we were talking about the fact of like money and it's just really paper energy and that we have to keep it going through the ripples. So I would like to see everybody give up something that you have to offer today. So one thing, you know, if your skill is coloring hair, give of a class or maybe even like, you know, pick one person out that's struggling with some crazy hair right now situation and give them a private Zoom or Facebook conversation and give of your service, give of your positivity, give, you know, if you have the ability to fix a vehicle or anything that can be done in this moment to get the energetic currency, because frankly, skills are currency, right? We just get money for our skills. So money's the middleman. And if you can give money, then find someone to give $5 or $10. I promise it'll come back to you in some way. It's just the way that energy works. Energy never dies, it always circulates. If you know anything about, you know, physics. So with that, as we move forward to the next phase, so what I've seen mentally with the people in my areas, right, in my tribes and stuff, is that we had this first initial, everything's going to be okay, and then we had the realization, and then we had bouts of anger and depression and like this cycling self-abuse of, I've talked to even like some of my wisest friends like dropped into drinking and eating for a week or two. I was right along with it, right? And it triggers old behaviors of when we were in stress and challenge before. Especially this one, it's so dramatic on our sympathetic nervous system that you will find yourself having reactions and behaviors and thoughts in feelings about any other time we've been in extreme stress. This is just an autopilot replay somewhere in the back of your mind. If you lived through 2008, some of you guys are like financially freaking out right there with you, right? And so I've seen that level of freak out, and then all of a sudden now we're presented with the fact of like, we're going to have to go back out into this society. We're going to have to anyway. Even if we don't agree with the timing of everybody else, that's neither here nor there at this moment, because you can't control anybody else. You don't even control your own breath. Right? You're not going to control anyone else. So how can we make peace with things that are going on in our world at this moment? If you go back through my previous lectures, each moment I'm trying to help you make peace with those particular types of moments. So this is a heightened moment of uncertainty, just like dipping our toes in the water, knowing we can't swim right now, or unsure if we can swim. So what we need to do in this moment is, one, stop and count our gratitudes. So I want everybody where you're at right now to just either come to a seated position or find, you know, a comfortable place to be. It doesn't have to be like super yogic kind of position, right? Close your eyes and just start to focus on your breath. So you're going to feel the breath come in through the nose and out through the nose. This is just the backdoor hack that calms the nervous system, it calms the thoughts, so that we can actually do the mental practice that I would like for us to do right now. And so getting control of the hamster wheel of your mind, focusing on the inhale and the exhale, how it feels, where it moves in your body, like the breath coming across the surface of your lip, back of your throat. What is your experience of just feeling those inhales and exhales right now? And now I want you to bring to mind something that you are grateful for, at least one thing. You know, you might have gratitude that your family is safe, or that you are okay right now, that the sun is shining, right? There's like 100 reasons, and even the most challenged life, to have something you're grateful for. What are those things? How does it feel around your breath, your shoulders, and your back, and your hips, and your neck? All of these places very close to your main circuitry of your spinal cord. How does it feel to think of these things that you're grateful for? What is the energy of gratitude? How does gratitude make your muscles, your jaw, your shoulders, that space between your shoulders? How does your body feel as you focus on your breath and you think about the things that you're grateful for? If it's a person, place, or thing, like what is the smells of that? Like if you're grateful for a family member, what is the smell? Or a friend, you know, they all have their unique smell. If you're grateful for an ice cream, right? What's the smell? What's the experience of that thing that you're grateful for? Can you sink your mind and your breath into the circling experience of that? And as you sink your mind and your breath into that space of gratitude, you start to feel your body respond to staying in the state of mind of those things that you can be grateful for in this moment. Allowing gratitude to slow the mind, to release the fear, to sink in and become a part of you in your day. And as you think of that experience, think of that gratitude, feel the experience of having something to be grateful for. In your mind's eye, I want you to send it out like a prayer, a wish, a blessing to someone in the world that you may or may not know. And so if you could give whatever it is that you were grateful for to someone else, so if you have someone very close and supportive, you send that thought and that experience to someone else who might need someone that's supportive within their life. Or you're sending the experience of feeling gratitude out into the world. For those who are having a hard time touching those spaces today. For those people that can't slow the breath and slow the mind and come here with you right now, you send this energy, this feeling, this calm, this peace out into the world to land on someone else's heart or mind. And then bringing that gratitude back into your own heart and into your own space. Just feel the body right now, feel the breath, even deeper aware of this now moment. Realize you're here now. Begin to sense this now moment, not through thought, but through experience of the now. An experience of the breath, an experience of feeling in your body in this present moment. And ask yourself, you could not fail. There's no possibility of failure. What would you do? What would you be ultimately so grateful for in your life? If you had a path of gratitude forward, what would that path of gratitude feel like? Right? What would be the journey of gratitude to the thing that you would like to have in your life? And how would that feel to have that path, even deeper than gratitude, what is the experience of getting that thing that you would want, that you would be just so grateful to have in your life? Would you feel joy? Can you envision the experience of having it as though it's already here? Can you picture the colors and the sounds and the smells of that experience as though it's already in your domain? Is your breath open to it? Is it still circulating? How does it feel within your mind, your shoulders, your hips? Taking cues from your nervous system. And now, making full circle, send that experience of gratitude, maybe even the thing that you want, out into the world. Someone else is probably wishing that that would come into their existence as well. So share that abundance so that they maybe can center in, can draw in, can feel gratitude for possibility, feel gratitude for moving towards that pathway. Let's hear something else. Go ahead and open your eyes. I hope my dog didn't shake you guys out of your space, but go ahead and open your eyes. Those of you who were joining me on Facebook, really try to give something today. I don't care if it's something small, if it's, you know, a small gift you can mail to a friend, or if it's, you know, $5 that you can get to someone struggling today, you know. If it's a word of encouragement, if it's a service, you know. So with that, if you have any local healthcare workers that would like access to classes, send them my way. I am donating a unlimited package to 10 healthcare workers in need. And so those of you who are doing the Zoom classes with me, basically this part is recorded, and then I'll sign off with you guys from Facebook, and at that point I go ahead and I can continue classes. And so what I would like to do today is really give back to my community, the people that are really trying to take care of me ultimately, even in a roundabout way. 10 healthcare workers will get unlimited access to videos and live classes and recordings, just as a way to push their emotional boat, their spiritual boat, their giving of so much prana or energy out into the world, that I feel like I need to help recharge their batteries with the gifts that I have. And the gifts that I have are trying to make people feel centered and overcome trauma and PTSD and all of those experiences within life, and try to find a place of peace and calm. And I feel like this is very traumatic to our medical professionals right now. I know they make lots of money and stuff, but I will ask them, you know, they're paying it forward right now. They're going up and beyond the call of duty at this moment. And, you know, maybe with their with their spiritual recharge, their energetic recharge, they're able to go and face another day and maybe even do their job that much better because they have that much more in their energy base. So yeah, that's my gift today. Those of you joining me on Facebook, love you very much. Yeah, look for us in parks maybe next month. We will still do online. I'm actually probably just going to keep online even once we start doing classes in person out in the park and stuff. I will be recording these classes and still doing live classes. So that's not going to stop. We're just going to try to find a way to be socially conscious and safe and still progress on our paths. So love you guys very much. Those of you live with me right now, get hands and knees and cat cows. Bye, friends. While you guys get set up and start moving around, moving in through the nose and out through the nose with the breath, feeling and carrying that experience of having gratitude in the moment for being on your mat. So remember I said as we practice physically, we are able to tether thoughts and experiences into our day. And so as you move back and forth in your cat-cow, even thinking about the experience of cat-cow and grateful that you're able to do cat-cow, right? This feels really good. That simple gratitude and focusing on feeling good and being grateful for the postures, right? That experience will move into other moments in your life. In through the nose and out through the nose. Those of you who are ready to go to a down dog, do so. As you pedal the feet and wag the tail, lifting the heels up and dropping them down. Maybe lifting one leg, getting any little movements in the, there's always one. Women's hips have this thing that's called a Q loop. So continue to move around while I teach you some anatomy. You don't necessarily have to look at me and know this. You look at a man, their legs go straight into their pelvis, right? But if you look at a woman, because the shape of our hips, our thigh bones go in at a little bit of an angle, and that makes our legs move in what's called a Q loop as we walk through our world. So you'll tend to, women have more hip breaks and arthritis in the hips and knee problems and stuff, mainly because of the angle in our hips. So you'll hear probably a little more popping in a woman's hip than you would in a man's, right? Go ahead and make your way towards the top of the mat. We're going to go through our sun salutation. So make your way to standing, make your way to mountain pose. Hands are along the sides, palms are facing forward. You're standing very upright and tall like a soldier. You're going to inhale and reach your arms up, stretch up, maybe even look up. On your exhale, swan dive, forward fold, hands down to the mat, face to the shins. Inhale, lifts halfway up, flatten the back, lengthen your spine from head to tail. Hands go down, left foot will step back, low lunge. You can adjust here, or you can float here. I'm sorry, I've got little flies that have decided to come in and annoy me.
Hands down, step back to your down dog. On your inhale, float to your push-up position. You can drop to your knees if you would like. As you come forward and all the way down this morning, landing with those little T-Rex arms. If you don't have the arms back by your ribs, move them back for me. Tops of the feet are down. We're going to press to an up dog today. So roll the shoulders back, press, lift the thighs off the floor, look up. You're going to drop your knees, shift your hips back, and find your down dog. Inhale, we'll send that left leg to the ceiling, stretch it up, reach it up. Exhale is left foot, steps by left thumb. Once again, you either adjust the foot or in that inhale, if the foot is already up, you can float. Hands go down, step forward and forward fold into your legs deeply. Bring your hands onto your shins, hollow out your waist, lengthen the sides of your body. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, comes all the way up, reaches up, stretches up, looks up. Exhale, go right back into it, swan dive, forward fold. Hands down to the mat. Hands come to your shins, you lift halfway up, half forward fold. Hands down, you're going to step back with the right foot to a low lunge. Either wiggle it back here or float your lunge if you would like. Hands down, step back to your down dog, hips high. Inhale, float to your plank position, drop to your knees. It builds your core more. Exhale, lowers all the way down for this morning. Take the legs together. We're going to float a baby cobra this time. So we still have our hands back along our ribs. We're going to float our hands off the floor, our heart away from the mat. Our gaze is right off the tip of our nose, just in front of our mat. On our exhale, we're going to push back to our down dog. Inhale is going to send that right leg up to the sky, reach it up, stretch it up. Exhale is right foot steps by right thumb. Either adjust the foot up, or in this case, you can float the lunge because my foot is already up. Step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Hands to shins, inhale, lengthen halfway, lifting your spine. Exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, rise the breath all the way up. Exhale, hands at the sides, mountain pose. Let's do this again. Inhale, sweep the arms up, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, forward fold, being grateful you got two legs to fold over. Hands to shins, inhale, lengthen the spine, open that heart, right? Hands down, left foot steps back to low lunge. You either adjust to get a proper lunge or you're floating in that inhale. On your next exhale, you're going to step the foot back and come into your down dog. On your inhale, we'll float to plank position. You can come to your knees or stay on your toes. This time, we're going through chaturanga and lowering only halfway down. Flipping our feet over, lifting our thighs, lifting our heart, lifting our gaze for up dog. Exhale, down dog, hips come high, lifting through the sides of the body. Left leg goes to the ceiling, reach it up, stretch it up. Exhale, left foot comes by left thumb. Either you're adjusting it up or you're floating at this moment. Heart forward as you exhale, step forward and forward fold. Hands to shins, inhale, come halfway up, long spine, hollowing out the belly. Exhale, forward fold again. Inhale comes all the way up, reaches up, stretches up, looks up. Exhale goes right back into it, swan dive, forward fold, hands down. Hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, right foot steps back, low lunge. Inhale, floating your low lunge if you're already at a nice little distance and balance. Hands down, stepping back to your down dog, hips are high. Inhale, float to your plank position, lowering halfway down, either on your knees or on your toes. Inhale, up dog, thighs are lifted, heart's lifted. Exhale, down dog, hips are high, navel pulling to the spine. Inhale, right leg to the ceiling. Exhale as the right foot steps by right thumb, floating if it's already up there and you're balanced. Hands down, step forward fold. Hands to shins, inhale, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands at the sides, mountain pose. Big toes together. Inhale, chair pose, reach it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Hands are on shins or fingertips are on floor if the back is flat. Hands are down. Step or hop back to low plank. So notice I'm already bending my elbows as I step back. Inhale comes to your up dog. But from here, let's bend those elbows. Draw those legs together and float those hands now. For 4, press the feet down. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale goes to your down dog. Staying here, inhale 1. We've got 3 rounds of breath. Inhale 2. 3. 4. And 5. I did 5 ritualistically, didn't I? Go ahead and make your way to the top of the mat. There's usually 5 breaths and my brain just kicked right into autopilot. Hands to shins, Betty Boop. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale comes to your chair pose. Hands at the sides, mountain pose. Wonderful, let's do that again. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, tops of the feet. Now, lower. Bring those legs in, roll those shoulder heads back. Notice my hands are way back here. Lift the hands, press the toes down, press the hips down, holding for 4. Squeeze the legs together. 3, 2, and 1. Down dog, exhale. Staying here, really 3 breaths this time. Inhale 1, 2, inhale 3. At the end of the last exhale right here, do a little hop right into the inhale of your Betty Boop. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Mountain pose. Wonderful. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Wonderful. Inhale, left foot high, reach it up. Exhale as left foot lands dead center of your hands, but no further forward than your thumb line. Bring the back heel down. Come up with straight arms, straight legs. Arms are out. Flip the left palm to the sky. Right hand goes down the back of right thigh. Reverse triangle. Looking up. Inhale 1. My front foot's at 12 o'clock. My back toe, second toe is 2:45. Reaching up. Leaning back. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come center, tick-tock the feet. We're doing triangle pose on the other side, reverse triangle on the other side. Left hand down, right arm high. Gaze at the right thumb. Inhale 1. Inhale 2. 3, 4, 5, comes up neutral, tick-tock the feet so the left foot is back to the top of the mat. Reach out over that left leg. Come into Trikonasana or triangle pose. Left hand is to the inside of the left leg. Right arm is just above your eyebrow. You are not leaning on your leg. You are squeezing your legs together and pulling your abs in and suspending yourself over a straight front leg that's not locked out. Look at the top arm. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Use your 5th inhale to come up. Tick-tock the feet so that we're doing Trikonasana or triangle pose on the other side. From here, slide out over that front leg, open up the arms, 6 and 12, north and south, supporting the upper body as you float over your right leg in triangle. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 5 comes up. Exhale, 5 is going to tick-tock so that the left foot is pointing towards the top of your mat. These right toes are almost to the top right corner of your mat. You're going to take your left hand onto left hip, reach up with the right arm, micro bend in the front knee. Don't let it do that walkie out thing, right? Reach over. As soon as you come over and you get parallel, the hand goes on the floor or on your block. From here, twist the left rib cage open to the sky, sliding your left hand onto your low back, making sure that your low back is nice and flat. Turn and look up. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Use your 5th inhale to come all the way up. We're tick-tocking around. We're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So as I get my right foot to a 12 o'clock, I'm making sure my left toes are pointing to that left corner of the mat. I'm going to reach up with my left hand. My right hand is on my hip. I'm going to come out nice and long and parallel as I put my left hand down. Once I get my left hand down, I'm going to bring my right hand onto my low back so I can make sure everything is nice and flat. And then I'm going to twist my right rib cage open and look up. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And inhale, 5. Come up. Face the side of your mat. We're going to take our both hands onto our hips at this time, or our waistline, excuse me. Winging the elbows back, really squeezing the flesh in between your shoulder blades behind you and keeping the sides of the neck long. Second toes are at 12 o'clock. You're going to come forward. Crown of the head tries to reach to the mat as the elbows are squeezing together. You're squeezing the flesh in between the shoulder blades and then moving it away from your neck towards your hips. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. 3. 4. Press your heels down and out like you're trying to stretch your mat. Inhale, 5 comes halfway up. On your next inhale, come all the way up. From this point, we're going to take our arms out. We're going to grab the palms as behind our back, interlacing our fingers, bringing the palms tightly together behind us. Open up the collarbones, squeezing the flesh in between the shoulder blades, lengthening the sides of the neck, coming back forward, stretching your head down, your knuckles up. Feel the front of the feet pull you forward as your upper belly hollows out. Feel the heels pull you back as your low belly scoops. For 4 more. Each exhale activates the low belly more. 3, 2, and 1. Hands to hips, inhale halfway up, and then inhale all the way up. Pivot towards the top of your mat and come to standing in mountain pose. From here, we're going to inhale into chair pose, 5 breaths, gazing at the thumbs and lifting the heels at the same time. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, squeezing the knees together, 4, and 5. Heels down, hands down, hips along, stacked over the heels as you inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, tear down dog. Same here, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose, 3 breaths. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Inhale, 5. Right foot goes to sky. Exhale, 5. Right foot lands dead center of your mat, as far as you can get, like toe tips and fingertips, right? Spin the back heel down and flat. Inhale comes up to warrior 2. So you've got arms floating over thighs, extending long through the body. We're going to go into a reverse warrior first, flipping the right palm, laying the left hand, go down the back of the left leg. Arm is reaching up, gaze is at that top hand, opening the whole right side of your body. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. 3. 4. Inhale, 5 comes up. Exhale, tick-tock the feet. Find your warrior 2 on the other leg. Left toes at 12 o'clock, right toes 2:45, right? From here, we're reversing our warrior, flipping the left palm. Right hand goes down the back of the right leg. That front thigh drops to parallel as you stretch the whole left side of your body. Inhale, 1. Gaze is up at the left hand. Inhale, 2. Moving the breath, 3. 4. Inhale, 5, comes up. Exhale, 5, warrior 2, back onto that right leg. Bring the hands into prayer. We're taking the left elbow over the right thigh for either warrior 2 twist, or those of you who have knee issues can lift that back heel and come into crescent twist. You would have to shorten your stance just a hair for crescent twists, right? Gazing as you pull the right rib cage back and open towards the ceiling. 3. Inhale, 2. Last breath here. Use your next inhale to come up. We're doing the exact same pose on the other side. Tick-tocking the feet, bringing the right elbow over the left knee, right? If you need to lift the back heel or even drop that back knee, you can do so. For 4 more breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale comes up. Tick-tock to warrior 2 on your right leg again. We're coming into side angle. So you can either bring the forearm on the thigh. You can bring the top arm over your ear. If you have the ability to drop the hand onto the floor block outside that front foot, please do so. Gaze is at the fingers. Inhale 1. Inhale 2. Gratitude for how this posture makes you feel. 3. 4. 5. Carries you up. Tick tock. We're doing the exact same pose, other side. Left hand is down or elbow. Inhale 1. 2. 3. 4. Use your 5th inhale to come up to face the side of the mat. From here, we're going to reach over. We're going to grab our big toes with our peace fingers. Notice that your second toes are at 12 o'clock. No matter what shape your foot is, the second toe will assist you in aligning your body. As you pull on the toes to pull your head down, the toes stay rooted so they're not lifting with the strength of the fingers for 4. The sides of the neck grow longer. 3. 2. 1. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, make sure your knees are not locked. Bring hands onto hips. Inhale comes all the way up. This time we're coming over. We're going to have chaturanga arms, or as though we're going into tripod headstand. Easy for me to say this morning. All right, so as you come over, hands are down so that they're shoulder distance apart. My elbows are lining up and wrists are lining up with my shoulders. My head is trying to work to the floor. And if I looked at my arms, my elbows are in a 90-degree angle, right? For 4. Shoulders are not in my ears. 3. 2. 1. Next inhale, come up onto your fingertips, strong, unlocked legs. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale comes all the way up. Pivot to the top of your mat and find your mountain pose. Inhale into your chair pose. Big toes are together. Lifting your heels up high, holding here for 4. 3. 2. 1. Now inhale, stand up, mountain pose. From here, standing on left foot, bring right knee up, grab a hold of right knee, bringing left hand onto left hip. Hold. Inhale 1. 2. 3. 4. Inhale 5, move out to the side with the right leg. Exhale 5, look over your left shoulder. Inhale 1. Inhale 2. Inhale 3. 4. And 5. Inhale brings it back center. Everybody brings hands to hips and everybody takes legs straight. Inhale 1. Inhale 2. 3. 4. And inhale 5. Release. Oh, flip that right foot over.
Or left foot over, my left foot started talking to me. All right. Other side. So we're picking up the left knee. All right. Right hand is onto right hip. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 5, moves out to the left. Exhale, 5, lifts over the right shoulder. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 5, comes back center. Everybody brings hands to hips and takes left leg straight. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And release. Shake that off. Take the right foot, flip it over. All right. From here, swing the arms left and right. Do a little Tibetan drum. We're going to come into our chair pose with our inhale. On our exhale, we'll forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Step or hop back. Exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Coming to the top of the mat, either jump, crawl, whatever works for you. You're going to come to a seated position. From this seated position, let's turn around to you. We're going to come into boat. You're going to bring your legs up into your heart. You can hold on to the back of the legs. You can put your fingertips down behind you, or you can take the arms out. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, right ankle over left. Hands are forward of your butt. Lift up and then put it back down. Come back into boat. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left over right, lift, and put it down. We're going to take the left leg long. We're going to bring the right foot interior of the thigh as though we're doing a tree posture. Legs are nice and active, so I'm rooting down. I'm going to inhale, lift my arms up. Exhale, come forward. I am actually pushing my foot forward, and then I'm pulling with my arms. I'm pressing my thigh down as I breathe deeply, strongly, rotating the breath. Nothing is relaxed in this posture. 2 more. And inhale, lift halfway. You're going to bring this right ankle over the left. You're going to lift your boat or lift your butt and then come into your boat and hold. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 5. Left over right, hands on hip, floor, lift, and put it down. So this time we're going to take right leg long. We're going to bring the left foot interior as we come over. Elbows are lifted. Everything is strong. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Long, deep inhales, slow, gentle exhales. Messages. Wonderful. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Come up, bring those legs into across, right leg over left. Lift your butt
Put it down. Take your boat. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See if you can stretch the legs out and put them down. So we put them down regularly, right? So we're coming forward into straddle here. Legs are pressing down, feet are active, back is long, heart is moving forward. I'm so strong in the legs that I'm actually pulling myself up. The arms are for just decoration. The further you go down, you take the hands out towards the feet. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 5, lift halfway, right? And then bend your knees, bring your feet back. See if you can grab a hold of the toes. Take the legs long and wide. Now, if that's not available for you, you can actually grab a hold of the backs of the knees, right? Some legs are just longer than mine. Right? Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2, 3. Moving that belly back, 4. Inhale, 5. Now, exhale, 5. Put the feet down. Put the hands interior of the thighs. Remember how strong you were in the legs? Push the floor away. See if you can lift the butt and put it back down. Wonderful. Bringing the soles of the feet together for cobbler's pose. Peel the bottoms of the feet apart. Pull yourself forward, flat back, trying to get those elbows into the rib cage, right? To the best of your ability. Nice flat back. Nose is way past the toes. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 5 comes up. You're going to take your soles of your feet together. You're going to put your hands in between the feet. You can leave the feet down if you need to. Try to lift that butt up and put it down. Bring those knees together. Rock and roll onto your spine. All right. You can do several rocks and rolls if you'd like. All right. And we're coming onto our back here. We're going to put our feet down. We're going to reach our fingertips towards the heels for our bridge poses. Notice I'm tucking the shoulders underneath me, and then my vision stays at the ceiling. I'm going to press the floor away and lift my hips up, maybe crawling my shoulders underneath me. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 5. Exhale, releases it onto the mat. Stay here, don't do much movement or wiggles, just put your spine flat down. Again, walking your fingertips in to reach down towards the heels, press the low back to the floor as you scoop the low belly, press the hips up, find your bridge pose. If you want to bind the hands, crawl the arms underneath you, interlacing fingers. Inhale, 1. And so as you stay here, we're going to stay here for several breaths this round. Remember that open heart. Remember that experience of gratitude. And so we're now in a challenging posture. We're in a posture we're going to hold for several rounds of breath. And how can you continue the thought of gratitude for this whole posture? This is training for your psyche to stay on gratitude through challenging moments on and off the mat. So we're gonna hold this for as long as we can. If you absolutely feel like you need to come down out of it before I call the posture, this is your practice, your class, but I inspire you to stay in the thought of gratitude for the whole time and see how it actually makes the pose easier. It actually makes the challenge of holding this posture easier. Feel that heart swim around the thought of whatever it was you were grateful for. It might have changed that you're grateful for being able to do this pose. It might be your breath. It might still be the thing that you're grateful for in your life, your family, your tribe, your food on your table. Whatever it is that you're grateful for, continue. Feel that open heart. Feel that breath. Concentrate on gratitude. Expand the breath. Feel, smell the things that you are grateful for. And then the mind starts to wander, bring it back to that sensation, that feeling of gratitude. Expanding the breath. And release down. Great job, guys. You held that like over 2 minutes. I was trying to see my clock way in the distance. Come down. Don't wiggle a whole lot. Just rest with the sensation of holding a space of gratitude through a challenge. See what the body does as you release and just release into stillness itself. Wonderful. Bring your knees into your chest, any little happy baby or rocking left and right. So happy baby, you grab a hold of your feet. You basically look like a baby about to stuff your foot in your mouth. This is a precursor to putting your foot behind your head. If you're feeling like doing circus tricks, you can try that today. Okay. I gave up circus tricks. Well, I haven't. I do arm balances, but I gave up stretchy circus tricks a long time ago. Feminine bodies, even though they can do them, they don't like them after 40 something. Right? Like strong circus tricks. All right, guys. From here, meandering into any form of twist that you would like. You know, I suggest taking the top leg as you drop it, the legs over to one side and stretching it out straight, maybe even giving it a little support with the opposing hand. Wonderful. You're going to roll onto your spine. You're going to do the other side. As you begin to meander to the other side, taking that bit of gratitude for your moment. Right? And then making your way onto your spine, stretching the legs out, meandering into your Shavasana. And your work for your Shavasana is to focus on gratitude. So as you breathe in through the nose and out through the nose in a place that is enjoyable for you, right? As you move into that space and you feel that essence of gratitude for your moment, reminding yourself of the breath, the experience of what it is that you are grateful for.
I'm going to ask you to stay here, stay with that sensation for as long as you can. And as you do so, namaste, friends. Have a wonderful afternoon.